Hello everybody, it is me, Tokkuri Yashi, your palm-tree friend. How is everybody doing? Hope you are well. As you can see here, we have got the wind attribute banner available in-game, same as the fire and the water ones we had over the last few days. The 10th summon on this banner will be one of the 10 characters you pick, but it is paid gems only, so if you wanted to have a go at that, then maybe you could do. But like I said, today we will be having a look at the wind physical team to see who is on that team that might be a candidate for maybe starring up somebody that you haven't done before. What it seems like at the moment is that maybe even in Clan Battle we're going to be doing multiple attribute teams, mixing the attributes. That might still be the best case for these Deep Quests. I don't know if that's so sure. I think people are getting stuck with it because they're not doing enough damage, and by not having your full 5 attribute characters you're losing out on 200% damage buff. Anyway, out of all of the teams, I think the wind team looks the second best. I think light's obviously the best one, we'll have a look at them in the future, but this wind team, in particular the wind physical, is probably the second best out of all of them. There is quite a few options on here, as you can see. So, first of all, I'm going to have to mention these little 4 at the bottom here, underneath this green line. They are wind magical characters, but they are on here because they are all characters that can be run on this physical team. We've got Karen, obviously a support unit, a bit like Ameth, could be placed on either magical or physical. Chica and Yui here, the ceremonial Yui, both buff physical damage, and the Suzume there's got physical defense down on her, I believe, so they can all potentially be put on this physical team if you wanted to run them there. But we do have other options that could maybe do what they want to do. So for tanking options on this physical wind team, the only real dedicated tank we've got there at the top is Lima, who could be a little bit dodgy because she runs in, and that means that your second character might end up getting one shot straight away because Lima's, I don't know what she's doing, with makeup or something, and hasn't made it in time. So if you didn't want to use Lima, who else could we use? Well, potentially there's others up there. Samugi and Ayane, they're never really that tanky. They aren't got that much bulk in them, but they do sit close to the front, and they are the only other ones that are really in front of Tomo when we get to Tomo. Kurumi and Mahiru would work as tanks, probably because they do have a bit of bulk, but they do sit a little bit further back, which might limit who you could put on this team. And of course, you have got Monica and Kokoro again. The Princess Kokoro would work as a tank, but again, we're going to have rear-facing characters. Anybody that's in front of them, they obviously wouldn't work on that team. That's, again, why this team I think is pretty good, because we have got Princess Kokoro there, one of the best characters at the moment, akin to Ameth, I suppose, with her support and healing. We've got Monica too, who is kind of akin to Labarista with her action speed buff. In the past, when I haven't had Ameth, I haven't had Labarista, I've used Monica instead, and it has worked pretty well. We've also got, seeing as we're talking about supports unit here, this Sports Day Uni, who is a very good supporting character, and the Ranger Kokoro too, for rear physical support. So let's talk about a bit of DPS. Well, the main one here we've got is 6-star Shiori, who in some comps has been able to work on her own as the only DPS if everybody else around there is supporting her, which maybe we could do as well. We have got some other rear characters in there, perhaps for DPS. Perhaps this Cafe Tamaki would be pretty good to put with her as well. For rear physical defense down, you've got the student Aoi, which would be pretty good, and the Ranger Shiori too, if you wanted to run 2 Shioris in a team. For front DPS, we've got Tomo, we've got Rei, both single target DPS up front, which, if you're going to go that way, because the thing is, yeah, it wouldn't be beneficial to run Tomo with Shiori, because Tomo's support will not reach all the way back to Shiori. So maybe running her with Rei instead might be better, but I don't know. Shiori is much better, 6-star Shiori, than the 6-star Rei. for other supports, we have a few other supports in here. We've got Cafe Monica 2 for physical defense down and a bit of support is pretty good, and perhaps this Camp Yukari wouldn't be too bad on the team as well. Now if you want multi-target DPS, then we've got Princess Ray. Princess Ray is probably the best multi-target DPS on the team. Shiori and Tomo could possibly work on that team because, well, and Mimi as well, because they all have two double instance attack, which, even though it's not AoE, it will be hitting the two nodes of a boss if that's who you're fighting. If not, then maybe this Christina Wilde would be put on the team for physical DPS. I know she has been a PvP character, but she could possibly take the role on this team as a physical multi-target damage dealer. And then, let's just say for healing, there's quite a few good healing options as well. Obviously, Princess Kokoro will be your first pick, but you do have the 6-star Chica and the ceremonial UE2, which could be used for healing as well as a bit of physical attack support. So, there we go. This physical win team not looking too bad at all. It kind of is split between the front and the back there, whether you're going to go with Shiori or whether you're going to go with Tomo and Princess Ray. But there is quite a few good options on here, and out of all of the teams, I think it's pretty good. So anyway, let me know what you think of this physical win team. Got some good options here. I'm Tokkuri Yashi, your Power Tree friend. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again for another video. Bye 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 bye. Hey, hey.